This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, it's actually on the thing right behind you. There's a calendar on that wall right there.
Right here. Okay.
See it?
Yep. All right.
Yes, we are recording. I will do roll.
All right.
Good morning. Jeff Joyner,
Here.
David Rowley,
Here.
Jeff Lord is absent. Craig Gelbsman,
Here.
Tom Armeo is absent. Patricia Kennedy.
Here.
So Patricia is online, but she's not going to be able to vote for anything. It looks like someone else is coming on too, but we'll wait for that. Cheryl Robinson. Here. Andrew Marietta.
Here.
James Seward.
Here.
Okay. We have quorum.
Okay. All right, we have quorum. Thank you very much. My remarks, I'll keep them brief. I just want to say to Jody and the team, I think last month we had a really positive I guess, Senator Schumer showing up and supporting our grant application for the Innovation Lab. I thought Jody, you did a wonderful job of putting that together. I thought your remarks were very spot on and a great job representing the IDA in our community and bringing that all together. It was a good piece. So thank you very much for putting all that together. Good positive news for the community. So, and when should we hear about that? When would they?
Probably in October.
Not until October, so hopefully we'll have, okay, so hopefully we'll have other additional positive news to bring to the community at that time, so that's great, thank you. All right, you have the minutes from our April 5th special board meeting. Any comments, changes, corrections? If not, can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second. Thank you, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Let's go right down to the report of the Audit and Finance Committee and Treasurer. And I know Jeff is not here. The minutes were sent out yesterday. We're not going to vote on those today.
Thanks so much.
Yep. But we do have the expenses there for the month on page 2. We would like to approve. So move. Second. All in favor? Aye. All right, and sorry, also on the back of that is the deposit for the month, so you have that. There's no other questions. All right, we'll move on to the bills and communications. We just did that. Look at that, we're moving right ahead. Then we've got a report of the project committee. Cheryl?
I'm going to let the meeting minutes stand for the report.
Any questions regarding the minutes? Motion to approve the committee report?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Aye. Down to new and unfinished business. Jody, we'll turn it over to you.
First one is that, as we discussed at our projects committee meeting, we have potentially 3 solar energy projects that we may have to look at that are probably going to request payment of those tax agreements. The county chairman of the Board of Reps sent them a letter saying that he wanted pilots to be negotiated by our agency. So a number of months ago, we had developed a solar pilot proposal. It's made after actually a couple other IDAs that have similar policies, as well as NYSERDA recommends a similar policy like this. And it basically provides up to a 15-year payment through tax agreements. And the numbers are $5,000 to $6,000 per megawatt with a 2% increase each year, which is pretty standard. We've also added, which Herkimer County added as well, we're still responsible for paying our voting fees, 1% of the total value of the construction cost, as well as an annual fee based on 0.007%. So with that, we'd like to get this moving along and adopt something so we have it in place when they.
Julie, is this pretty boilerplate? Did you get this from Herkimer County? Yeah, I know it's in here. It says strong encouragement. The applicants provide preferential pre-offering to Herkimer County residents.
Oh, I didn't catch that one.
Well, they can do that too, but
Well, for that single first.
Yeah.
Good catch. I didn't catch
Can you remind us of, I understand the Hartwood project.
We used to represent her.
Can you just remind us of the other two that you're looking at, or that need to be an executive session discussion?
There's one in Cherry Valley, Green Street Solar.
Which is, okay, they completely torpedoed wind turbines up there, so that's interesting. And now the rules have changed that they can't probably stop it because of the new siting rules, state of New York, unfortunately.
Yes.
What's in the third one?
It's in Worcester, Borrego.
Where is it?
I believe it's in Worcester. The name of the company is
Okay.
Borrego
And
Solar.
acreage?
That one we didn't have a lot of info on.
Okay.
The Worcester one, we only got
So
the
that's
letter.
a potential,
Yeah.
which is why I have to get the policy in place.
Both the two new ones sent emails to, I don't know, one was to the school district, one was to the town.
Town.
Yeah.
And then eventually Dave was sent a letter, is what I'm saying. Talk to the.
Yeah, it should be in a central clearinghouse, so,
Mhm.
which I think is.
Because I'm hearing that landowners are still being contacted by this company that wants to do 3,000 acres in West Lawrence. I haven't seen a public hearing or anything, so that's a whole different scale of solar. And that's the Mercy South feeder.
Yeah, the county right now has gone through, primarily because of the county treasurer. He's recommending, as well as the real property tax director, recommending that all pilots go through the IDA.
Finance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My own question. All right.
All right. Any other questions, comments regarding this policy? With the one, go ahead.
No, I just, the 5,000 to 6,000 per megawatt, and so that's pretty standard.
Yeah, what they, NYSERDA recommends roughly that range, and what it is that the company has to come back to us and show us how much profit they're making, and depending on how much profit they're making, a lot of it be 5,000, 6,000. Is a formula that they use in the NYSERDA language on how to calculate it.
So I think it makes a lot of sense to have you can just hand the policy over and they know what to expect. And
Yeah,
we don't have to recreate the wheel every time either.
it's interesting because the state controller came out with a report last week on evaluating 11 IDAs on solar energy projects. And they basically criticized all the IDAs because they did not do cost benefit analysis on them. They didn't have a standard policy. So this takes care of the standard policy, and we're under contract with the MLB group to do the cost benefit analysis on it.
These are employment projects only during construction, because during construction, they don't employ many people at all.
That was the funny thing in the controls report, because they criticized the IDAs that there was no job creation being done. And it's like, the state is pushing a policy of solar energy,
Right.
and there aren't any jobs being. So it didn't make sense for the state controller to criticize these 11 IDAs.
The infusion of lease money is immense to landowners. I mean, there's a tremendous amount of money being paid to landowners for the leases on these properties. So it's a benefit. Whether it's worthwhile, it's a different story. But yeah, that's not to be discussed today.
All right. Any other comments? With the one change that we noted before, any other additional changes to the policy? If not, can we get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thank you. Any other additional comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Thank you. Jody?
A while back, at both the projects committee and the finance committee, we reviewed a proposed lease. It was reviewed by Kurt Schulte as well, with the soccer club. We never actually had a board meeting to approve that. We're requesting approval to have, it's myself or sign the new lease.
So I apologize to not read through the entire lease. What did we actually end up changing when it came to well, because we were looking at the irrigation system, correct?
I believe they're responsible for up to $5,000 of the expenses on the water irrigation system. after that, we agreed to share the cost on it.
Yeah.
We also agreed to come up with a capital plan with them for long-term improvements to the soccer fields.
Okay,
But we
that's
haven't
before
agreed to
coming.
the cost.
Okay, because I mean, where we left it last time too was getting somebody in to assess the irrigation system to see if we, because it was a 25 years, nothing's been done with it, to understand what needed to be done. So
Did we
you're saying
find
that
the
that would
original
be forthcoming.
contractor?
We found the original contractor. We haven't reached out to him yet. I thought it was originally Clark, but it wasn't that.
They subcontracted it out,
Are
probably.
they agreeable to that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're trying to set up a meeting with they have a maintenance person there that maintains the entire facility. So we're trying to coordinate between him, myself, and the new soccer club president to meet with this people who installed it.
Sounds good. All right, could we have a motion to approve the lease?
Also,
All right, second?
1 second.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
All right.
Any opposed? All right. Business park?
We have received a letter of engagement from Hotchkiss and Rush, which is not, sorry, but it was emailed out. And basically, it's a housekeeping item that every year we have to approve using them as our bond council. And so they've asked that we have either Jeff or myself sign an engagement letter.
So you skipped over, so we're skipping to the,
Yeah, I thought we were doing the business park
Okay.
next on the agenda.
that's okay, we can do that.
Yeah, we can do the
I'll make a
engagement.
motion for the.
All right,
Move that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Opposed?
Go back to the,
So now we go back to business park?
yeah,
Yep.
this part.
That's Eagle Business Park.
Do we do that in executive session?
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I kind of.
Okay, no,
Okay.
all right.
I've got Megan getting the business park map, so.
Any new or unfinished business? All right. Can I get a motion to go into executive session for the purposes of
Sale or lease of
sale or
property.
lease of property? Thank you.
So move.
Can I get a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right. We'll get a
We gotta wait.
Yeah, Megan get a map. When is the,
You gotta, yeah, we gotta wait for it to shut the system.
yeah, I can do that.
Next game is.
Friday.
Yeah.
Well, some of the stuff I can discuss about the business park that doesn't have to do with executive session.
Yeah, but we're in executive
We're in
session.
executive, so we gotta wait.
We gotta wait.
Okay, I can wait until after.
Yes.
They can talk about executive session once it's related.
you're not gonna, we won't vote on it.
Didn't we used to have a map in here? Didn't we used to have a map right in here of the park?
Used to sit in that corner.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we used to have a map right there.
Yeah.
It got yellow.
Probably. No one showed up for 2 years, so.
Your son's probably fishing Friday,
It's always good when it's good.
Yeah.
He did.
Just waiting for you to stop the recording.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
We're in
executive.
executive.
So Andy made a motion, Craig seconded on the,
And
This
then just-
conference will now be recorded.
All right, we are now out of executive session and no actions were taken. Now can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Aye.
Now we will call the meeting of the OCCRC board. Roll call.
Jeff Joyner,
Here.
Dave Rowley.
Here.
Jeff Lord is absent. Craig Galvesman,
Here.
Tom Romeo is absent. Patricia Kennedy,
Here.
Cheryl Robinson.
Here.
Andrew Marietta,
Here.
James Stewart.
Here.
We have a forum.
All right, thank you. And I'll defer the chairman's remarks to the earlier meeting. So the approval of the minutes from the April 5th special board meeting. Can I get a motion to approve?
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, new and unfinished business. We have a engagement letter from Jody.
Yeah, similar to the IDA, the Hoskins and Ross sent an engagement letter for our Capital Resource Corporation to work on their behalf in case we do any bond issues with any not-for-profits. And we'd like authorization to sign a commitment letter for this year.
Can I get a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any need for executive session? All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Craig.
I think